Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. So we are going to clean out my pantry today. I have done these pantry cleanouts a couple times in the last couple months. The one that I did, I shared like me redoing this pantry. This actually was our homeschool area. It's just right underneath our stairs. And we used to put our homeschool books in there, and then we kind of swapped out a cabinet that I have over there to this. And so far this is what we're using for our pantry. I still haven't got to the point yet if I still want to keep it over here versus if I want to put it back in the spot that it was in before. I'm not quite sure yet. But every month before I go grocery shopping, I always try to clean out the areas that we store our food so that when I go grocery shopping, the kids can help me and they can put everything back to where it goes. So what I was saying is that we swapped our cabinets. I have another cabinet on the opposite side of this cabinet. And well, I shouldn't even say it, kind of like a little cubby closet area. So when I switched it over, we put some different shelving in, and we put some like just a liner in here, and then we had to structure it a little bit different. And then we had this cubby section up here, and what I did up there is I just stored all our like packets. So if you guys are new here, we do dry canning, we do a little bit of prepping, we do a little bit of food storage. So with us, we have different sections of our garage that we store food. So with us living in a garage, we don't have a lot of storage. And when my husband built a place, it was never built to have a family of 12 or 10 live here. So I have two older kids that don't live here anymore. So there's 10 of us in the house right now. Anyways, so we have some food storage that we do in other cabinets in our kitchen. So we have cereal cabinet. We also have like our noodles, instant potatoes and rice, and that we keep above our stove. But with us wanting to do food storage, that limits us to where we can store our food. So I'm going to be having another pantry like restock. This is our snack pantry. So our food pantry is actually out in the garage part. Even though we live in a garage, we still have another section out in our garage that we do our food storage. So we have emergency food storage, and then we have our basic everyday food storage. I'm going to be trying to link these videos together so that you can see kind of the different areas that we store our food. So this cabinet is a little out of control right now, and I'm going to be going shopping tomorrow. So the two of the little kids are going to be here helping me clean out what we have back here. So let me just show you some of the stuff that I have back here for right now in some of these containers. So up here, like I said, we have our dry packets, we have our seasonings, and then we have Kool-Aid and like gravies and stuff. So when we do our food storage part, with us doing food storage, even though we have some of the stuff in the house, we still store it out in the garage. So like if we buy bulk gravy or seasonings and different things, we'll store it out in our garage. But I have a section in the house where we also put some of it. So like if I want gravy, we'll have a bunch of gravy packets in here, but also we'll have gravy packets out in the garage, but we just store them a little bit different because we don't want anything in them. So I tried to keep this stocked in here and out in the garage. We kind of go through. So what I did today is what I usually do is I'll take a picture of our pantries out in the garage. I'll sit down, and that's how I can, pick what we need for our groceries. Even if you guys just buy like 4 cans of something, you can do that every single time you go grocery shopping. Just keep buying like extra of things. Try to get the things that are like the cheapest. I am going to share on my grocery haul, I think, or maybe my pantry restock one, some of the list of things that you can do if you are prepping. So like your dry ingredients, we do a lot of dry ingredients. We do a lot of flour, sugar, beans, rice, and all that. I'll leave a list of all of that in the description when I do that part. But for this pantry, this is our everyday stuff that we use pretty much every day. So we have our popcorn in here. Well, I shouldn't say like every day, but what the things that we want to keep in the house. So we have popcorn. Now, if we were to store regular popcorn, just the kernels of popcorn, then we would put that in mason jars and store that out in the garage on the shelf. In here, we can have the packets because we're not worried about anything getting into it. And what we also do is as we use it and we go grocery shopping, we pick it up and we constantly are restocking it. So in here, it's Pop-Tarts and what else? Oh, oatmeal. We do Pop-Tarts and oatmeal. Same thing with that. So with our oatmeal, I have another big container of like, I think it's like the old-fashioned oatmeal. I don't think it's the instant, but we have the instant package right here. And then way in the back, which I'll show you after because this all has to get taken out. Back there is a big container of oatmeal. I'm going to be going grocery shopping and I'm going to fill that back up with oats. And then also we have what we store out in the garage. And then for this part right here, this was just our little snack area. With this right here, this is stuff that I had this organized. This is holiday leftover craziness. Okay, so that is what really needs to be cleaned out. Underneath here, so with this, we have curtains that kind of cover all this. So you can't really see it in the kitchen anyways. But I have two containers right here, and this is what we put like our fruits and bananas, apples, and stuff in there. So we in here, and in here is always gonna be fruit snacks. Oh yeah, fruit snacks. And down here is some ramen, so that needs to be restocked. And then we have our crackers right here. And then this is our graham crackers and our granola bars. That's what we store down here. So when people do food storage and prepping, what they do is they'll have, so some people are able to keep a lot of their food prepping in their home, like maybe in the basement. We don't have a basement because we live in a garage, so we don't have access to that. So all of our stuff is out in the garage, same as if you were to have a pantry downstairs, you would just go get the stuff that you need. Well, we just put ours out in the garage, but then the stuff that we want in the house that we use on a regular basis is going to be in the house. We still do the storage in the house. It's just stored different versus in the house versus outside in the garage. And like I said, I will share all of that with you guys later. So in this section, the boys are going to clean this whole thing out. They're going to get rid of the chips and we're going to go through them, and whatever we're not going to use, we're just going to give them to the chickens. I do have some good bags in the back here that are not even opened, and that's what we need to organize. A lot of our food too, if I do, I think I'm going to share my fridge clean out with you guys first. And when I do stuff like that, if there's any food in there that is something that we can give to the animals, we give to the animals, and anything else, then we just throw away. So what I do is I try to keep up every single month with cleaning out everything first before we go grocery shopping so that I don't have all the extra buildup and food items that are going to be wasted. So I did state in my grocery or in my fridge clean out that if any time that we waste food, I think it's more when we eat the food. Like if I make a dinner and there's some food left over from that, it would go to the chickens. So the kids might not eat their whole plate, but we're still gonna put it in the chicken scrap area. So a lot of our food is getting used. Now, if you don't have chickens and you want to still be able to use some of your food waste, I think you can do a lot more with like composting. It all depends. So there's other options to you having like extra wasted food, or you just don't buy bulk and you're just buying as the weeks go. But with us, there's 10 of us here. We're able to use kind of what we have. I think some of the times, if anything gets wasted, might be like our deli meat if it didn't get eaten up, or maybe like a leftover that we decided to put in the fridge, stuff like that. But we don't do a lot of leftovers. So whatever we make is enough for that meal, or just a little bit left over for our animals. So I'm going to have the kids get started here. We're going to take this thing, just this section. I'm not really concerned when it comes to the stuff that is in here, because we're going to restock this at the end of this video. So it's going to be a different day, but I'm going to do pantry. So this is our snack pantry restock video and clean out. So I'm going to have the kids clean this out, and then we're going to decide what we're going to keep and what we're going to get rid of. One of the things that we have in here, like I was saying, is the oatmeal container. I have 2 of these. I have another one that's empty. I'm going to fill it up tomorrow when we do our food, when we do our grocery shopping. So I'm going to fill that up. That'll just stay in the house because this can stay in the house. I'm not worried about the oatmeal being out in the garage. But if I did store it out in the garage, we would put it in mason jars. So we do a lot of mason jar stuff. We do a lot of food buckets and some Mylar bags. So with this area, this is just mainly like our snacks and stuff, like I said, and things that we use on a regular basis. But with oatmeal, it's nice to just have it like this. So this is a big container. I think this was like a protein shake mix in here, and someone gave us a bunch of containers to use for our food storage. So we're going to be using it for that. So we have all the food and all the snacks out of here now. I'm going to wipe this down really quick. I'm going to go through what we have for food and what we're going to keep. And then everything else, like this stuff up here is fine. I'm not worried about it. It's pretty much in order. It's just mainly the chips and stuff that we're getting a little out of control. Finished with cleaning out the chips and getting that wiped out. One of the things with this cabinet, yet we do not have lights in here, so you can tell it's kind of dark in there. So that's one thing that we still need to do in here, is kind of hook up something underneath or on the side. But we were able to get all the chips out. So what I did when I first did this pantry is I have this container, and this one is full of chips that were not open, and this gets pushed all the way in back, and they can't use them until this container of open ones are done. That's how we were trying to keep it. And then Christmas and all the snacking through the holiday time, we ended up just throwing it back in here and having too much in here. So now it's all cleaned out. So what I have in this one is our pita crackers, and I just threw in our pretzels. These are these crisp bread crackers. I'm not going to put this in our cracker drawer just because they're so big. And then I have 2 boxes of crackers right there. Our bottom container down there is our pudding and Sure Gel. And then my container of gum and stuff is in there. and then our oatmeal. So I will be putting the other black container in there with our oatmeal, and everything up here is pretty much the same until I restock it. This is just our organic stuff. So we have coconut milk powder, we have chai lattes, this is super greens, and then coconut flakes and stuff like that, and matcha lattes and that. So a little mix of stuff in there. And then in this one is where we had like our cookies and stuff, but I have some chocolate chips in there. I have our whey protein and some cranberries, so dried fruit, and what else? Pistachios. So just like a little bit of snacky little packaged stuff in there. So we'll just leave that like that. And then the rest of it is just going to be filled up tomorrow with our groceries. So this is nice and clean, nice and wide open now. So we're able to put other things in there if we want to store things in the house instead of in the garage. But now I have room for it for tomorrow for when we go grocery shopping. So I just got done with my grocery haul video, but I also just did that the other day. So we needed to clean that out. I think that was yesterday. So we cleaned that out, and that is ready for me to put the stuff in. So I am just going to continue from the grocery haul to do my inside snack pantry. And my other pantries I'm going to do on a different video. I'm going to share with you guys what I all have for what we need to restock for our snack pantry. So I took some of the containers out, and I have them ready for me to put the stuff in. And I just got a few things that need to go back in. And then for the drawers down here, I have that we need to put the stuff in. Okay, so I have our popcorn container right here. I have Pop-Tarts and oatmeal right here. And then in here, I have my gum. So we're going to be putting more in there. And then I have our oatmeal that we're going to fill our big container right there. And I have some packets here that I need to put in. I have some Sloppy Joe packets that need to go in there. And I have all of my boxes here that are going to be put in these, and then also in the drawers that we have down there. So everything is right here that needs to go in there. Maybe one of the kids can help me. I'm not sure if anybody wants to help me. Declan wants to help me. Okay, so I'm going to, hold on one second. So I'm just going to do some of the stuff on the table first, and then we will move on to the drawers for some of this stuff. the pantry that I wanted to put in the pantry. We downsized on the chips. I explained that in the beginning of the video. And then for the bagels, we're going to keep them in there. So we store some of our bread in here. Some of our bread, like our regular everyday bread, it goes in the cabinet. I'll probably put our hot dog buns and our hamburger buns that we have on the table right now. I can probably put them in here also to get them off the table. Do you want to do that for me? Go get that. Okay. And then we have our fruit in here and our cantaloupe in here. And then we put our ramen noodles. Our ramen noodles all go in here. And our crackers are in here. And I didn't get any more fruit snacks. That's good. And then for here, I ended up putting these Nature Way bars on top of the granola bars. I thought I pressed the button to share that with you guys, and I didn't do that. But we have everything in there. So everything is done with this pantry for the rest of the month. I have our oatmeal here, and then our popcorn is in here. So everything is set and done, and we are good for... Okay, Declan's trying to come with a heaping pile of bread.
It's supposed to be shredding.
Yep, yeah, just take it out. Okay, put it in. All right, so we got our sandwich bread. Oh, our hot dog. All right, so we gotta do this a little bit different here. Now get the other one. Get the other one. Nope. Can you get the other?
This one.
All right. That's, oh, we're missing one. Okay, so we'll just keep that all in there. And then with the curtains and everything, you don't see our food. And anyways, we have the living room area is like over here, and no one sees this side. This is Evelyn's room behind me. So nobody sees our food pantry, you know, so it doesn't look cluttered or anything like that. It's all covered. The curtains come down pretty far, so that's pretty good. So we are done for today when it comes to our food. We probably won't need any more snacks for this cabinet, besides if we have something else going on for the rest of the month. But the twins are getting surgery done in 2 days, so that's going to be a couple weeks of recovery, so we probably won't be doing much as for like birthdays or anything for January, and they should be good by February. And then we'll do another grocery haul and another pantry restock. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to continue to share with you guys what we put in our snack pantry. I also will list our grocery haul, our like other pantries that we have out in the garage. I will share all of that with you guys in one, like I'll link them kind of all together. And then I'll do a playlist on I don't quite know, and I said this in my grocery haul, I don't know what I'm going to do the playlist on yet. It's either going to be prepping or food storage or something like that, but I will let you guys know. So hopefully you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.